Morning, that's Safety Guy here. What makes you a worker? If you're being paid to do a job, you're a worker. That means on a construction site, if you're delivering cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms, if you're dropping off materials for other tradespeople, you're still a worker. In Ontario anyway, all workers have to have the Working in Heights program. All workers have to have the Workers Awareness course in 4 steps so that you, as a worker, understand what your rights are and what your responsibilities are as a worker. All around the world, this happens every day. I'm not a worker. I don't have to worry about fall protection. I'm not a worker. I don't have to worry about wearing my hard hat. I'm not a worker. I'm not a construction worker would be the better way to put it. I'm just delivering. Talked to a guy yesterday, dropping off kitchens on a project, and he was actually leaning off of a second floor balcony, picking up a bathroom vanity from the floor below, or from the truck parked outside. So no harness, no fall protection whatsoever, no anything. Just leaning and grabbing a very awkward box, right? A kitchen cabinet, sorry, a vanity cabinet wrapped in plastic to keep it closed. So I asked him if he had his Working in Heights. And he said, my what? I said, well, there you go. So had you had your Working in Heights, like all workers shall have in Ontario, you would have understood that what you're doing is wrong and very, very dangerous. He actually walked past a sign that said fall protection required beyond this point. I pointed that out to him as well. Then he tells me that he is not a worker, he is a broker. So he owns his truck and he rents his space out and people pay him to deliver things. So I said, so now you're no longer a worker. You're absolutely right. Now you're an employer. So your fines and your charges quadruple, quintuple, go up insurmountably, the amount. All right. So Ontario just upped their fines for workers and supervisors and owners of companies and employers and constructors. So not wearing a harness used to cost you $196 or your life. It now costs you $250 as a worker. But because this guy said he was a broker, became an employer, it now goes to $625. And you will pay it. It's a provincial, sorry, try that again. It's a provincial penalty. It's provincial law. So in Ontario, they can hold back your driver's license. They can hold back your renewal of your plates for your car. They can hold back a whole bunch of stuff if you don't pay that ticket. So I tried to explain that to him. And he was trying to tell me that, well, it's up to the constructor to give me somebody to carry this stuff. And it's actually not. The constructor, all they have to do is ensure that you know what you're doing. Is ensure that you, the employer, who have a supervisor and a worker with you, are following the rules and regulations as laid out by provincial legislation. And when you're on a construction site, you have to follow our rules. You don't fall under anything else. So keep that in mind. A worker is a worker is a worker. Doesn't matter if you are changing a light bulb, changing a light fixture, dropping off a kitchen, or building a high-rise building. They are all considered workers, and they all have to abide by the rules and regulations.